Hello, this is Ice and Quinn, and we're back with Nintendo Switch Warframe. I'm just going to call it Switch Warframe, I guess, in the future.
Ordis patiently awaits compliance in using the new arsenal features. It is for the operator's own
So
good.
we are going to be talking about mods and maybe doing a mission. Let's start with X for upgrade so we can shut Ordis up.
An excellent find, operator.
you.
There are hundreds of these mods to locate. If my calculations are correct, there are exactly a lot of possibilities.
Oh,
Install the mod before we can continue.
okay, I will. So, you'll see that there's emblems on these mods here, and there's some that have no emblems. And if we look at the mod, for instance, one of the first ones I'm going to put in is redirection, which will increase our shield power. It has, it's hard for me to see, but I believe it's this emblem here. So if I grab this mod, yep, you see how I have it highlighted? So the number it had in the corner was 2. It's now at 1. So you're using 50% of the power. We haven't upgraded it, so there's not much power to it. And this is a flawed redirection. I think we have a normal redirection. So we're going to replace that with the normal redirection. There we go. So we're now using 2 instead of 4. How much power do we have? Well, that's a good question. It's hard for me to see on this screen here. It used to be someplace I could see very easily, so. Okay, well, we'll continue. Maybe it's not showing to us right now. What you'll notice is I did pick up some platinum. There's a chrome accessory pack. I didn't buy chrome, but I bought the accessory pack because it gives you a 90-day booster, which is several hundred platinum, and it also gives you 1,300 platinum. So I've got the 32 minutes of my original booster, and then I'll have the other boosters, which is material, money, and experience. For 90 days, because I plan on playing the game for 90 days. That is $60, which would be the price of a normal video game. Also gives you some weapons and other equipment. I just find that to be the best deal for platinum, although when you're first starting, there's a couple other platinum deals that are far less than $60 that will give you some much needed cards also. So those might be worth looking into as well. Let's grab our vitality, which is a flawed vitality, and put it here. You'll see that turned red. Okay, so let's remove this card. Oh, it's right up here. Capacity. We only have a capacity of 3. You can increase this by adding in. Let me see if they do it the same way here. If I were to hit this, you could either buy directly an Orkin reactor, or you can get one in the game. You can get them on missions early in the game. You are probably not pick them up. You're not going to pick them up from many missions. So these other features you'll use later as changing those marks. Say you want mark to be a different, this to be a different symbol, because some of these cards have different symbols. So you want, say you have one that's using 20 points of power, which would be hard for a beginner to get, and you want to use half that power. So you can change the polarity of that, or you can add a new polarity as you go up, but you have to hit rank 30 first. And if you use the Orkin reactor, which you can buy, like I said, for 20, if you get the beginner kit, you can get your first Orkin reactor. I might put one in just so we can see it, along with a Sentinel, which I suggest be the carrier for a new player. That will double your power, so that will increase it to, in this case, 6, which isn't much. This slot here, when you pick up a mod that can be used in this slot, it will again double your power output. This is usually a specialty mod, such as Rejuvenation. It'll heal you in the middle of the game, or Siphon, Energy Siphon. When you run across health, it will convert it to energy. Or it can be Armor Corrosion, which will make, say, against a Grenier in particular, reduce their armor levels. There's a multitude of different ones that you can use there. And that will increase the amount of power that you have so you can use bigger and better cards. So we're going to go back to, well, let me go ahead and this is called a potato, by the way. No one knows probably today why. Most players I talk to don't know, but we're going to spend the 20 platinum on it. You can see we're 6 out of 6. So we're going to put this here for now. We're only using half of it. Intensify will make our ability stronger. Continuity will add to the ability duration. It applies to some Warframes. If you have an ability that lasts longer than continuity, continuing its use is a good one to use. Say you generate a shield of protection. There's a Warframe named Frost that puts a windstorm around him or ice storm around him. That'll protect him from pretty much everything. In that case, you want to increase duration. In the case of something like Excalibur, when you do your attacks, which are mostly physical attacks, you want to increase the power. So intensify, and this one's flawed, is a good one. So we're going to put this in this slot here. We now have 2 energy left. These flawed cards are nice because you can actually get more in. So we're going to go ahead and throw this one for a full 2. And I'm going to put it in this corner. It doesn't make a difference where you put them except for when they're marked. So you match the mark. That's what it is. So now the Warframe, you'll see that it'll show us we've got more strength when we use our abilities, and our shield is increased to 160, and our health is increased to 150 from 120. This last one here, I'm not going to be able to go through every mod as we do the game because there are hundreds of mods, but you'll be able to read them and see ability range. So if I had an area effect, say I go back to that Frost Warframe, what he does is creates a bubble around him of cold that makes all projectiles and attacks bounce off of it. This would increase how long it lasts. Say it lasts 30 seconds. Now you can use this to even get up to a minute or more. Actually, it's based on damage, so ignore that. But some other attack that we would use that increases the time. This increases the area of effect. So if you have something like a mag that has a detonation type attack, your area of attack, like a grenade, would be larger on that one. Again, redirection flawed is just a weaker version of redirection. That's all. It takes less energy, but you can't, as you can see, you can upgrade redirection. Those dots below, you probably can't see because if you haven't played the game, you don't know what I'm talking about. But those dots down below are how many times you can upgrade it. We can't upgrade it all, but we're going to try. Let's see if we can go to mods. I just hit Y to go to mods.
Thanks for helping me out back there. I'm in your debt, and I often pay my debts. I recognize that device. It's a parasitic restraint. We Corpus use something similar to keep our robotics in line. So, to settle my debt, I give you a very expensive blueprint. For free! Because I like you. And well, a lot of my customers don't live long with these grenade dogs chewing up the system. Here, use your Foundry to build a countermeasure device from this blueprint. Good luck.
Okay. He's down there, which is actually...
Vor's Ascaris is burrowing into your Warframe. I'm worried it will affect your mind. I can't lose you, Tenno. We must restore the ship's Foundry immediately.
Will do.
A nearby ore extraction colony will have the Foundry technology you need. I am certain they will share it with you. Its location has been added to your navigation console.
Thank you. Oh, no one else? All right. So now my co-host is getting ready to jump in my lap. That's Thackeray the cat. If I wanted to increase the power of, say, redirection, we don't have the ability right now because we don't have the stuff, but what I would do is select how much I want to increase it by. You see that one dot there? And over here, shield capacity goes from plus 40 to plus 80. If I did it again, 120, 160, 200, 400. You see how many times you can upgrade this. So if you had the money and the components to upgrade it, and that would be 10,000 of these one and 494,000 other. And nobody does this all the way in the first shot, by the way. they slowly upgrade it. You can increase your shield power by 440%. So if you have a shields of 100, you could increase it plus 440%, which is pretty good. We don't have those things right now. No, we don't have any of them, and we're not supposed to be getting to that point. But that's just me showing you how you can increase all these things. Where you see the flawed version, you can only increase it 3 times, where the standard card you can increase more. And there's something called a primed redirection that starts, instead of at 40, I believe it's 60, giving you a higher top end to increase that. Now let's go down to our weapon. Our Brayton, we want to upgrade it as well if we have anything to upgrade it with. We have Serration, it's flawed, so we increase our damage by 10%. See, the Brayton has no polarity marks, that's what they're called, so we're not going to get a discount on energy use. We have 3 out of 3. We can put a potato in it too. Not going to until I get a blueprint for one. We have 1 energy left, and that increased our damage a little bit because Serration increases rifle damage by 10%. And let's go to our Kune, and let's equip instead of look at the. Let's try that again. Upgrade. And we have 2 polarity marks in here. Every weapon's different. We have Hornet Strike. It's flawed. Gives us 10%. They classify this as a pistol or sidearm. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in that slot. We have Quick Draw, which will simply allow us to increase our reload speed. You do run out of them, and you do have to reload. I'm going to put it, I can't even put it in the slot because it's flat bar, or what do they call it? They have names from Narman polarity, and we have no Narman polarities, and we don't have enough power to put something that requires 2 because we only have 1. If I put a potato in this, then it would double, but I'm not going to right now. Let's go to our SKANA. And pressure point and flawed pressure point and reach. Sorry. So we have the SKANA has no polarity points. We have 5 power, so I'm going to put pressure point, which increases our melee damage. As much as I'd like to put reach in, which is a standard reach, which increases the range that your weapon works, which would be great. Down here would be all the mods that you have available to it. And this one, like on the main Warframe, is a combat style, which will give you many more combos. If you find one that matches this polarity and matches the weapon, in this case a katana, then you could put it up there and it will increase the amount of power you have available, and you can charge it up to increase that power again. And it will also give you certain combos that you can use. It's similar to the one that's on the top of the Warframe one, where that gives you certain abilities and powers. This one gives you certain combos and more power. And anything in this spot always gives you more power, and usually abilities or combos. And this one here we can upgrade as well. This is a new feature for me. Since this is an energy weapon, it uses everything that in this case here regular melee weapon would use. So I'm going to increase our melee attack damage, and since we have a polarity that matches it, we'll put it in there, which leaves us with more, so we can use reach on that one, and we have a polarity for it. We've actually run out of mods now, or cards. You see we have this one already, Exalted Blade. We could upgrade that, which would give us more power. You see how much power it's given us already. We start at with 10 simply by having an uncharged card in that slot. And as a result, we could put more in, and we're going to be able to do certain things with that energy sword that we couldn't before. And that's our 4th ability power, which we don't have yet. If I go back to the Warframe up here and we look at our abilities, Exalted Blade, we can summon a sword of pure light. These others, well, these are actually area of effect, so Intensify would work on them. They're instantaneous, so Duration wouldn't make a difference, but intensify or stretch, which increases the range, would work because you could hit more people. Radial blind blinds everyone within a certain area. You could stretch it and hit more people, and you could intensify it and blind them, I guess, doing more damage or possibly for a longer duration. See how you can change them over here? And then javelin, radial javelin, actually throws energy javelins at everyone in a certain area around you. So stretch and intensify would help there. Where exalted blade is something you hold and does damage, and that would be intensify. And duration or continuity, that would be handy for that one. But there's a special blade continuity. You can't use the one that's for the Warframe. Each one of these has their own cards, and you can't mix and match those. What I did pick up is the carrier. So this is what the carrier looks like. I haven't changed the colors yet. And I did spend the 75 platinum. You can get the blueprint and build it. And I don't remember, it's been so long, and I'm too impatient to actually get the blueprint now because I'm doing the videos. But if you get the blueprint and build this should be your first sentinel either way. Vacuum, detect and collects items within 6.5 meters for its master, including mods. So this is a good one, and you see it has a special polarity to it. We have 0 that we can use right now. I will probably put a potato in this one, and then you can equip a weapon to it. The only one I have right now is the shotgun. So if we go back to this, we want to hit X. I'm going to again spend 20 platinum to upgrade this with an Orkin reactor. You can get, oh, it's already upgraded. Oh, I guess it came with Striker, so it's using all the energy it has right now, period. I haven't ranked it yet. So these are 2 good ones. The vacuum is a better one, so we'll get that in there as soon as possible. In fact, we might remove this. Let me go ahead and take that out, and I'm going to put vacuum in because we have multiple slots. Okay, -2, 0, so apparently this is the only one we can use right now. But we'll rank it up. There's gear down here, stuff that you can carry along with you on your missions. Right now we don't have much gear. You can buy some extra gear. There's a scanner that you can buy. I don't think we can actually use it. That's 500 in-game credits. That's, see the platinum marker there and the in-game credits. So I'll go ahead and buy it. We have 1,700. Not sure that we can, but let's see. Again, these are in-game credits that you earn in the missions. But let me show you how to scan if we can scan. So we're upgraded. We can change the colors of everything. I do not have any of the new colors yet. Let's hit Y for appearance. Yeah, we can change them to a red, which is probably what everybody's done at this point. You can always change them back. And energy is blue. I'll make it, I guess, I'm not sure what colors these are. I think this is green or yellow. Not sure. And you have multiple slots that you can change them in. You can always set it back to default. You can do this for every weapon and every item. So, okay, we're set up there. I guess over here is our Foundry. It's offline, so we're going to have to get our Foundry segment. And this is where you get blueprints to build just about everything in the game. So you don't have to buy it and spend the credits like I wanted. This over here, of course, is where you can get things. There's only one Prime outfit every so many months. Here's the Prime Starter Pack. Or Warframe Starter Pack. That's what I would suggest you get if you're a new player. You don't want to spend a lot of money. I think it is $20, which is can be a lot, but it would help. And you can always buy Warframes if you don't want to grind them. That can get expensive. and there's something called mastery levels. You can't get certain weapons until you do your mastery skills, which will be another video. And this month, besides Chrome, which is the new one they released, they've re-released Nova Prime at a pretty good discount, and Mag Prime. Those are two Warframes that came out a long time ago that you can get in the game free, or you can just buy them. And this looks like you can buy both of them for one low price. And here's some of the others you can buy. Actually, there's more. There's a lot of Warframes you can buy. I suggest picking them up through the game, through blueprints and building them. What we're going to be doing later is a video on going for Rhino. He's a tank. He's handy to use in just about every situation. Each one has its own play style, so buying them can get expensive. So I would suggest not buying them until you know what you're doing. So let's get on with this mission. This one's going to be mods and whatever mission is. Locate the Foundry segment. Okay, it's a quest. Let's go ahead and do this.
Tenno, we may have a problem. The colony is unresponsive. Get...
I think she meant to say get down there and see what's going on, but our ship cut her off. These ships you can change as well, and these ships have abilities like unlocking doors, dropping bombs, placing turrets. There's... well, I'll stop mentioning things because it can be overwhelming. Let's just play the game and know that there's much more to come if you continue to play it. I'm not being paid to promote this game, by the way. It's just a fun game.
I was afraid of this. The Grineer are here, and I cannot find any signs of living colonists. You still have a job to do. Find the Foundry segment.
So the colonists have been taken by the Grineer. So for building anything, you're going to need equipment, which is why I hit every chest and every piece of material that I can get. Red barrels blow up. That's a joke. I'm sure everyone knows that.
This was once a prosperous, independent colony, until the Grineer arrived.
Never trust a Grineer. Oh, there's Vor.
The queens fear you, but I will show them. Their love will return when I deliver you to them.
Tenno, are you there? The signal cannot be boosted any further. Hurry, or run out of time.
Okay. Maybe there's some time pressure on us. I don't know. It is randomly, it's a procedurally generated semi-open world. Here, there's actually a couple updates. One that's going to be coming to the Switch, and one that's already here that give you planets to wander around on. And the story's not half bad. There are a couple quests. The stories are excellent. I would definitely recommend those. Well, if you're going to proceed through the game, you'll have to do them. So. One that comes to mind is Enemy Within. Okay, we're not going to kill everyone, I guess. So let's get on to the mission here. Taking enough time, I suppose. This is what can confuse people sometimes, is the location. I don't know why I didn't hit that. Let's slide in and kill him. Okay. You can just jump down. You don't have to use the elevator. But you never know what's going to come up on the elevator. Grab that chest there. Just in case. Mostly ammo, but you can get stuff. Alright, I've got 2 powers now, so I can use radio blind. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, I can't use radio blind now. I'll let this guy set off an alarm.
You're on the sensors now. You've been detected.
there's a mod. Steel fiber. It's a flawed one, but at low levels, mainly what you're going to find. Increase the armor rank you have for your suit. Some Warframes use more shields, some use more armor. Like Rhino, for instance, heavy armor. Excalibur, moderate amount of armor, moderate amount of shields. There's other Warframes that immense amount of shields, no armor. Okay, do we want to go down this way? There's some place to go there. Yeah, we're going to need to see if we can bullet jump over there. Getting the bullet jump is just holding down the left bumper, moving the right stick forward, and hitting the B for jump. See if I can not hit that explosive barrel. Trying to stay away from it. If we jump and hit Y, you can wire walk. Usually, what's happening is my Sentinel is also. The Sentinel eliminates a lot of stealth, but he will often cover you, and there's a mod that'll give you the ability to use a shield. Can't pick up any more energy. It will give you a shield to protect you, say while you're hacking or something, or raising a dead comrade. Is he going to set that alarm off? Made a lot of noise there. Well, oh boy, did I going for a headshot there and really overcompensated. I'm a bad shot to begin with, so. Didn't hit him. I see the other one going for the alarm. I thought he was. Is there an alarm in that corner? No, there's not. Well, that could be an alarm for all I know. Normally it's these. And I've already set one alarm. If you get two, all the doors are locked down, which is sometimes good because that limits the number of enemies that can come in to get you. Okay. Have to get around here, use some abilities. Let's try a radio blind. Just get in a group of them up here. Now they're blinded, so the ones within the proximity can't see, which gives you a free attack on it. Stealth attacks until it wears off. So the duration there would be handy. Or continuity is the actual card name. And unless it's exterminate mission, these guys will continue to spawn. So you don't want to get overwhelmed. Some have better armor, and the higher the mission, the bigger the enemies you get. Oh.
Time to break in.
I lock all the doors now. So. My Sentinel's ranking up, so let's go unlock the door. I'm not able to hit him as fast as I could.
Breach
and we're going to do it twice.
We're free to proceed.
Okay, the timing down on this.
Alarms reset.
The Corpus have a completely different set of alarms of hacking.
You located the Foundry segment. Now pick it up.
Where are they all hiding? Okay, where's this Foundry segment? Okay, let's grab it.
Good. Your ship is one step closer to completion. Now, there is one more thing you need to do. Eliminate all Grineer and provide justice for the colonists.
Revenge.
Soon the worm will be in your spine, and I will control this Warframe of yours. I will purge your doting mother and bring you home.
This is something that the first time I played the game, when I didn't play this scenario, but played others where things like this occur, I began to question if we were the good guys, because we're getting revenge. Let me use my powers more so you guys can see those. And no one said we were the good guys. Which really comes down to how you want to play. There's loot, you have to leave it behind. So we're going to be building some fragments here. So some materials. We've got a combo in there. Let's see if we can... See my sentinel shooting at him. It's me doing a charge, see if I got enough for a radio blind. While they're blinded, I want to kill as many as I can. Switch to my kunai because my reload time is down. My shields are still holding up. Let's go for that barrel. Just to kill that guy with some finesse, which hurt my shields greatly. Okay, we'll switch over to our gun where we can reload it now. There are mods that allow you to reload faster. It's just in an emergency. Switching to your, like any game. Switching to your sidearm might be faster. These, some of them are red. There is a mod, of course, that allows you to unlock them when they're locked. They're red. You also have pets, Kubro and cats, that can help unlocking them. I don't have the vacuum active on my sentinel, which that's the thing hanging above my head is my carrier sentinel. So I'm not picking this loot up from a distance. Early in the game, it's important to get a lot of loot, and this sentinel will do it. You can just buy the blueprint. Let's try scanning one of these guys. Pull my scanner. See, I scanned him while he was shooting me. Normally you don't want to do that. You want to be hidden when you scan them. Scanning them enough will eventually give you enough information to where you can find out what mods they drop and know more about what damages them or hurts them. Low level guys is not that important, except low level guys do drop mods. Oh, one right there. My sentinel is using a shotgun. Let's do a radio blind here. Keeping him pinned, but not hitting him. Nice after the alarm again. But looks like we want to shoot that and go through here. I would normally be collecting more loot, but I don't want to make this video too long. Like I said, I'll save that for when we get in here. Use our radio blind again. Now we just gun everyone down, or now we're out of ammo. Chop everyone down, and we can use our charge. We don't really want to get in this group and get ourselves killed here. There's a lot of it. And the shotgun on my sweeper ranked up. So we don't need to unlock any more doors because there are none between us and our exit. That's what our exit looks like. Let's run on up here and complete this mission.
Another job well executed.
A Bane of Corpus and Bane of Grenier. I think they're both flawed. Foundry segment. When you're playing with other players, you'll see their orbiter or their landing craft with you, and you can control the landing craft. At the end, it keeps the screen up, so you can't, but you see, you can control in that you can make it do little things that all new players will be doing. Okay, so I'm qualified for Mastery Rank 1. I have to do a video on that as well.
Your Foundry segment is ready for installation, operator. Will the operator build a cephalon to replace me?
Alright. Let's see if we can put this in this video. There we go. Now we're going to be able to access blueprints. Well, let's go ahead and
Foundry restored. Here, the operator will craft many powerful weapons and tools to exact revenge for dismantling me. To expand your arsenal.
Is he going
no.
to talk again?
Operator, our component storage has been looted as well. Typical Corpus. Sure, the blueprint is free, but jack up the components. Operator, we will need resources in order to build the countermeasure blueprint.
Okay, I think he's done. You start off with at least these here, it seems. Air support charges.
Colonel, I just received a very explicit message from your ship, Sevlon. If you're looking for resources, why didn't you just say so? I know just the place, but I demand an apology. My mother is no gymnast, and she would never eat those things.
You can go straight to... Operator, I am sorry.
Okay, I think they're done. No, they're not.
Wow. You may want to get a new ship, Sevlon, when you can afford it. That one seems glitched. I've marked your navigation with a place I know. It's good for resources, if you can stand the cold.
Okay, so air support charges, what I was telling you about. This, the landing craft we have, if you build these and then go to your gear, you'll be able to drop air support charges. In this case, I believe it unlocks doors. I think that's what that particular craft does. There's other landing craft. You'll eventually be able to get the Archwing or Arcwing, where you can fly in space, fly underwater, or fly in the air on planets. We haven't hit that mission yet. This is a launcher for using on planets. And this is what we need here. We need Morphics, polymer bundles, and salvage. Morphics are normally a little bit rare, but you really will end up these and probably in the thousands, these in the hundreds of thousands, just playing regular missions. In this case, we only need 450, 201, and we'll save that for another episode. So thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate it very much. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments. If you want to catch me on live stream, which probably some of the missions going on now because we have to collect loot, I won't be doing videos on. I might upload them to YouTube and just mention what they are. They'll be longer than the standard video. But if you want to see live, follow me on Twitter, or just go over to my Twitch page, which is twitch.tv/IceandQuentin, and I'll have the schedule up there. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to catch you all later virtually. Until then, have a good day.